Good evening, everyone. John Spencer, Operations for Team 13, and this is Thursday, September 1st evening briefing on what occurred today on the fire. I'm going to be as brief as possible so I don't take up too much of your time, but I'm going to move around the fire perimeter and just share with you basically where we had most of our activity. So today, our activity was that we are putting a little bit of fire on the ground in some key locations to help bolster our fire lines and add depth to our fire lines. And those areas are, starting out in Alpha, we are putting a little bit of fire on our dozer line heading to the north, and we've been planning this for quite a while. And so we are probably added about this much growth on our fire perimeter. We have a fire line all the way down to the river, and we're adding some fire there. And then we're also bringing some fire a little bit out to the east on another road system, just so that we bolster and fill in this area. So if this decides to make a run based on northwest winds or north winds, that we have a little bit more strength in this area. So there's one critical spot. Also down here in Division Whiskey, we've been bringing fire, as you can tell right here. We've been bringing fire each day, a little piece at a time. And what we've done is we've brought it along here, and we're about to, this evening in about an hour, tie it right back to the main fire. And this whole area will be blocked off. And then this has all been mopped up and is cold. So having that done is a great success for us. Today on the east side, they put a little bit of fire out here in on some knobs to help this fire back down to the river. Instead of having these winds blow it and push it hard to that river. So far for we can tell, it's backing pretty nice in that area, looking good. And then again, out here, this is another critical area. This went active last night, and they are working hard to try and get up close to it and get around it and check it. So a lot of action right here on this part of the fire. And then out here on this end, they have lines coming down the ridge line, and they are doing some firing out here to try and check this up. This has been active also. So these are our 4 active spots on the fire. And tonight, just so you know, the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. So our little bit of elevated concern, and we're keeping an eye on it with infrared flights from above. So we're tracking all the movement and in real time, and we feel very confident that we'll know exactly where that fire is throughout the night. And we've got our night resources out there tonight, engaged and continuing with our operations, and I'm sure they're going to do good work for us. So with that, thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. This is Mark Corliss. I'm with your operations group. We're going to be talking about the structure zone tonight, a little bit of update of what we got planned for this evening. We're going to have folks again down in the Whiskey kind of Galice Road area down all the way through Sierra. They're going to be helping the wildland partners, making sure that these lines are good and that fire stays north of the Rogue River. We also have presence up in Hotel again. It's our green group, and they're going to be just kind of driving back and forth. There are some operations up here. They might get tied in with the wildland partners, but that's what we're here for, to keep that footprint as small as we can. There is one more group in the blue group. And they're going to just kind of be driving around. You might see them through the community, and they're just going to kind of be checking things out if the fire does progress. That's all we got going on tonight. Have a good night.